Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I got the one, the only viral Amazon eyeshadow palette. This thing has been going crazy on TikTok, on YouTube, everywhere. And it was $9.99. Got it from Amazon, and so many people have ranted and raved about this. And so I have to try it out myself. So let's get into it. This is the Magic Makeup Palette Fantasy Changeable by Prism Makeup. So this is what the packaging looks like on the outside. You get this sleeve and then the palette is inside. The packaging on the palette itself is actually pretty nice, and it has these raised letters here. Comes with the protector. And then here is the palette itself. You get 40 shades total. The pans are pretty small though, but honestly, I don't use bright colors very often, so it doesn't bother me. I'd rather have a smaller pan because then it's not as much waste. And I do want to note there is some fallout in the pan already before me even touching it, so that is something to note, but it looks pretty. I'm gonna do some swatches and then we'll do a look. But let me show you the fallout first. So as you can see, there's just some specks of the brighter colors, like the oranges and the greens and the blues. So I'm assuming that these are going to be more powdery than other shadows I've tried, but let me go in and swatch some for you. They are very pigmented. They're powdery though, like you can see with the pink already. I definitely got some kick up with the pink, and I haven't even gone in with a brush yet, but they look nice and pigmented. I'm gonna go into some of the shimmers now. Okay, so the shimmers are also pretty powdery. Like you can almost see this ridge of where the powder is on my fingertips, but let me swatch these. Ooh! That is pigmented. I was like, oh, they're kind of powdery, but then I swatched it. I was like, whoa, pigmentation. So there's the top two are very pigmented. Pretty impressed with those top two shades. So while it does seem kind of powdery, it definitely seems pigmented, and there's a fuzz floating in the air. It definitely does also seem pigmented. So if it's powdery and that's the case, it's fine. I'll just tap off my brush. Hopefully it's not too much fallout, but let me go in and actually start doing a look. So I'm gonna go in with this light pink shade right over here and use that as a transition first. Just noting there is no mirror. That doesn't bother me though. I have my mirror right here that I always use. So I don't really mind when palettes don't have a mirror, but I know some people do. So just noting that. Now this is very close to my skin tone, so I'm not really seeing any pigment show up, but again, it's really close to my skin tone, so I don't know that it really would. Headbands never want to stay on my head, so I might have to take this off by the end of the video. I just moved my mirror over here because it's easier for me and I feel like it'll be better visually. Hopefully that's the case, but I kind of want to do a purpley look today. So I'm really liking this darker purple shade. It's kind of like a purpley blue. I'm gonna go ahead and just press that on the outer corners. Before I really do anything dramatic, I wanna see if there's a lot of fallout or what the situation is with this palette. So I just wanna place it there, and we'll see what the real tea is here. Wow, I am super impressed. Look at that pigmentation. And that is a really pretty color too. I'm really impressed by that. Wow. I wasn't expecting that much pigmentation, but that looks really nice. So super impressed with that pigment, and this is a really pretty color as well. I'm gonna go into the lighter purpley shade. Let me tap off my brush, and I'm gonna put that on the inside of my eyelid, so close to the inner corner. Okay, that one is pretty pigmented. It's not as pigmented and opaque as the purpley shade is, but it's still pretty pigmented. Now I layered that pink shade up with 2 coats, and it's now really pigmented, just as pigmented as the purple. Bright pink color, one of the ones I swatched in the beginning. I'm gonna go in the center of the lid now and kind of merge those 2 colors together. Very pigmented, but not as pigmented as the other 2. So I am gonna dip in and just go in with a second layer. I wasn't really planning on this bright pink look, but we'll see. So far, I think that looks really nice and very pigmented. My goal is kind of to make a halo eye, but the inner and outer corner colors are a little bit different. So I have that pop of pink in the center to hopefully grab attention and emphasize the center of my eye. So that's the goal. Whether that's actually gonna work out or not, I don't know. And I'm just gonna go back into that original purpley blue shade and blend that pink with it. And then also start dragging this into the crease. That's not blending wonderfully. It's a little bit patchy. It kind of doesn't want to blend with the pink, but we'll make it. Don't worry, we'll make it blend. For some reason on this side, it's blending into the crease much better. I don't know why, but that is kind of just more soft and nice and diffused. Whereas that one is a little bit more, not that, not that. That's a little bit more blended how I like. So I'm going to take a completely clean brush now and just diffuse the outer edges so it's not like a harsh line. And sometimes I wait until I have more eyeshadow on to do this, but I just don't like how harsh it's looking right now, so I just wanted to blend it out a little bit. Now I'm just going to intensify the pink in the middle and then blend that out as well. And then lastly, I'm gonna go back into that vibrant purple and add more to where we lost while blending. I'm going to get a smaller detailed brush and just really blend all three colors throughout the crease all the way through. All right, this headband has got to go. We're going. Here is the eye look so far. Now these shadows do blend away pretty easily. Don't mind me while I just sit here and fix my hair. But these shadows do blend away pretty easily. So if you want to keep the pigmentation, I would say definitely pack it on and then blend as needed, but be careful not to blend too much because again, it'll just really blend straight into the air. But now to the fun part, let me get some setting spray. It's glitter time. So I'm gonna take the purple glitter and just press that on top of the purple on the inner corner. Oh, that's actually quite nice. So I'll do the first layer with no setting spray and then I will go in and see how much we can pump it up with setting spray. I'm gonna take this tealish kind of blue and just go right in the center over the pink. I don't know, that shimmer is just really calling my name. All right, this one's a little patchy. I'm going to swirl and then spray and see if that kind of helps the situation at all, and it does. Look at that. Certainly more vibrant with the setting spray than the finger alone. That's nice. Very nice. I'm gonna go back in with the purple glitter on the inner corner just because the teal one is so much brighter now that I use that setting spray and it doesn't really match anymore. So let me do the same thing with the purple. Oh yeah, definitely the way to go if you want like a very ba-bam shimmer is to use the setting spray. I'm just gonna get a flat brush here and spray it with some setting spray and then go in with some of the purple shimmer to connect the blue teal with the purple. Just want to blend it together a little bit. And I'm now going to dip into that teal shimmer and kind of just blend wherever it looks a little bit patchy. And then go in with that purple and mix it together. Lost some of that outer blue, so I'm going to go in again and just mix the teal with that blue. So we still have, or I guess the purpley blue, so we still have that intense pigment on the outer corner. Yeah, I like this color combo much better. I just wasn't loving the pink with the blue, so I kind of switched gears a little bit, and I'm glad I did because I think that this is looking much better. But you can still kind of see the pink in the background. All right, I just did a quick break to take out my dogs, and I added some inner corner highlight, the icy blue in the palette, and then I've just been running the purple and that outer corner blue on the lower lash line to connect everything and get it blended out. and then I think we're almost done here. All right, so here is the completed eye look. I really, really like it, but I'm gonna put on some brows, mascara, and some eyeliner and finish it up, and then I'll be right back. So here's the finished look. I just went in with some mascara, put some brow gel in, did some liquid eyeliner on the top of my lids just to give it a little bit more of a thicker, more voluminous looking lash, and then I went into my waterline with some LA Girl eyeliner in purple. It's pretty dark though, so you can't really tell so much it's purple unless you're really, really close. Let me wrap it up here. I actually surprisingly like this palette a lot more than I thought I was going to. I thought I was going to hate it and it was going to be super powdery and chalky and not want to blend and get patchy, but it turned out that that's not true. I mean, some of the shades are powdery and some of them more so than others. Like that pink shade that I used in the center was definitely more powdery than the other shades I used. However, overall, I think it's a really, really nice palette. And if you're looking for some bright colors, but you don't want to spend an arm and a leg, I think that this palette is a really, really great option. I mean, I'm certainly very, very impressed and very, very happy with it. I think the shimmers, they're good on their own, but when you add the setting spray or any type of liquid on top of it, it's just going to amplify it that much more. And yeah, I think that this look is like a mermaid goddess, a mermaidy mixed with a peacock goddess. I'm really liking it. So it's definitely fun. It's definitely out of my comfort zone, and I am excited to play around and try some other colors because this turned out really, really well. It definitely took me more time than the traditional, you know, neutral eye look. However, I think it came out really, really nicely. They blended out normal. They feel normal. I don't think I'm going to have any issues. I don't have any irritation on my eyes. So far, so good. Everything is looking and feeling good, and I am very impressed with this palette.